folks. This is AFRIK Media live from the Samuel Kando Sports Stadium, where the Liberia Immigration Service is conducting physical examination for new beginners. As you may remember, the Liberia Immigration Service is conducting recruitment for new members of the Liberia Immigration Service, and the head of this of the Liberia Immigration Service is Honorable Steve Zago. So the number of people you see here are those who have expressed interest in joining the Liberia Immigration Service. We've been told that they have completed a theoretical test, and today they are here to go through the physical test. All right, because the Liberia Immigration Service, as you may remember, is one of the chambers of the security branch, or one of the annexes of the security sector of Liberia. The Liberia Immigration Service is assigned at various points, at various borders, at various entrance points across Liberia to check the coming in and leaving of different people that will have interest in coming to Liberia. And as such, as a member of this force, you need to have good health, both physically and mentally. So the LIS deemed it necessary to conduct this test, this physical exercise, to be able to discover the physical ability of those who have expressed interest in joining this force. Reporting, my name is Enoch Zuo II, and we like to say thanks to all of you for joining this coverage, and you can also share this live broadcast. So you can see a very huge turnout by young Liberians. From our observation, they are in dominantly young people who have expressed interest in joining the Liberia Immigration Service. We see a couple of female among them as well. This process commenced this morning, early in the morning, and it continues. It continues up to present. If you're watching out of Liberia, is the time in Liberia is 48 minutes after 1, which is 12 minutes after 2 p.m. And these young people are still here. This is how huge the turnout is, and it's very, very much interesting from what we see. We just witnessed a portion of them running through this route. All right, running through this route. It is done by segment. One group come and run after the other, and then they return to their post, and then the next batch will also come and return to their post. So this is how huge the turnout is very interesting. All of them are fully attired, wearing black and white to show their physical ability. As I told you initially, the Liberia Immigration Service is one of the annexes, or one of the chambers of the security sector of the Republic of Liberia, charged with the responsibility to monitor the coming in and leaving of visitors, the entries and exits of visitors coming to Liberia, checking them. So, in such, as a member, you need to be physically, fit. You need to have some good physical ability and mental ability. It is on this backdrop that the Liberia Immigration Service is conducting this physical activity. We've been seeing them running through this route, and we've been told also they were involved into doing different physical exercises, including push-ups, sit-ups, track, and the rest of it. So this is how it looks like here. If you can remember, in recent time, the Liberia Immigration Service announced the shortlisting of some of the folks who have been serving in this sector for a very long time, and they deemed it necessary to have them retire. And in that process, it is important that those that will be retired will have to be replaced to keep that folks up to what is required. The boss is Steve Zago, and he has been complaining about the lack of manpower, and this is what prompted this recruitment across the country. We've been told they need the number of 500 people to join the allies, but the number that have expressed interest is far beyond that number. Over 6,000 people have expressed interest in joining. But then this exercise is part of the vetting process. This exercise is going to determine whether you will be qualified to join the Liberia Immigration Service or whether you are not qualified. We've been told they have considered the issue of age as a very important factor, one of the very important factors that will contribute to whether you qualify to join the Liberia Immigration Service or not. So they are here. We're going to make efforts to talk to some of them who have been here since this morning to share with us their experiences regarding the process. Those who have been here since this morning, we're going to make efforts to talk to them. We cannot talk to the immigration service because right now they are busy, but we're going to talk to some of the trainees to share with us what they want to share with us what they have been going through. Kindly share this coverage if you just join us. This is AFRIK Media reporting. It's Enoch Zuo II live from the Samuel Kando Sports Stadium, where the Liberia Immigration Service is currently carrying on a physical test for beginners who have expressed interest in joining the folks. And I think this recruitment is very important. This recruitment is very much important because the issue of peace and stability, remember, it lies in the hands of the Liberia Immigration Service. They are very much important. This sector is very much important when we're talking about peace and stability. If you remember, the issue of the presence of Burkinabes being on an increase in four of the political subdivisions of our country, we can attribute that to the lack of the presence of immigration officers at various entrance points in Liberia. You can consider Granger as one of the counties that has had the highest number of Burkinabes illegally operating in Liberian forest. And we've been told this identical situation has mounted heated tension between those foreigners and that of Liberians who are residing in that part of Liberia. We can say this happened as a result of the lack of manpower from the side of the Liberia Immigration Service at various entrance point, which the boss Steve Zago did overemphasize in recent time. So we want to believe with this recruitment, some of these things that are lacking in the folks of the Liberia Immigration Service will be addressed with the presence of these beginners who will join or who are going through the process of joining the Liberia Immigration Service. It will interest you to know that a good number of them are very young people, which is very much impressive. A very good number of them are young people. If I were to do a rate between a ratio of 1 to 10, I can tell you that about 8.5 of them are very young people. It is a bit unfortunate that the females are not many in numbers. A very handful of them you will see among them. A very few number of females you can see among them. But interestingly, they're all young people, right? Just a handful of older folks you can see among them. So you can see from that distance, you can see them doing sit-up from where we are approaching. You can see them on the floor doing various sit-up exercises. You can see them from distance doing various sit-up exercises here around gate 3 and around gate 3 and gate 2 of the SKD Sports Stadium. So they're doing different kind of sit-up exercises, while some of them are doing track, because remember, running is part of your job. Because sometimes, some point in time, if a foreigner enter a particular entrance and you want to track their documents, they may put on resistance. They may want to escape. And as an immigration officer, it is your responsibility to trace them, to run after them. So in this light, your cardiovascular system needs to be active, you know. So these are the females. These are, okay, this department comprises of females that have expressed interest in joining the Liberia Immigration Service. Interestingly, they are very much beautiful, very much young, and we see some of them having smiles on their faces, and some of them are very, very much energetic, you know, from the grounds of the training. This is so interesting, folks. We would like to say thanks to all of you who have joined this coverage, and we caution you to kindly give it a share as we bring you developments here as it unfolds to this ongoing training exercise. And there's another department here where the females have been stationed. They have been placed in different categories, and for this department they will be doing different kind of exercise. It is so much interesting. Another department is coming, so you can see them running. This is what is going to determine whether or not you will be selected to join the Liberia Immigration Service. This is one of the prerequisites. This is one of the exercises that one needs to go through to form part of the Liberia Immigration Service. So they will return to their pickup point. They will return to their pickup point and take a break, after which another challenge will be given to them, or another obstacle will be given to them to go through. So I can say that Liberians are willing to provide services to their country. This is what you call patriotism. This is what you call dedication to provide service to your country. This is what you call being nationalistic. And we can clearly state that based on what we see here, Liberians are willing to provide services to their country in different departments. If you were to come out today and say we need people to join the armed forces of Liberia, for example, you will see huge turnout from what we're seeing. Because over 6,000 people expressing interest to join our folks that has announced that they need just a little around 500 people. Just a little around 500 people. But more than time-fold of the number that is required have expressed interest. So in some country now, you say, okay, since the Liberia Immigration Service needs 500 and more than 6,000 people have expressed interest, we will do the vetting process. Whoever that will be qualified to join the immigration will join. And the rest of the folks will be redirected to another security sector, either the armed forces of Liberia, or the Liberia National Police, or the police support unit, and the rest of the security folks that make up the rest of the security departments that make up the security sector of our country. Because from here to just select 500 people from among over 6,000 people, it's going to be a tedious one. So let's just assume what in case about 2,000 of those people are already qualified? How do you still make the selection or the determination to terminate, certain people? How do you do that? because the number that they need is far beyond the number, you know, that have expressed interest. All these young people. I go to the front. Barry, I just station. I think they're about to pick up. So you can see, and we would like to say to all of you who have just joined, we would like to caution task you to share this coverage that we're doing here, and we would also like to acknowledge, you know, your presence. So in the next few minutes, we will be reading out your comments. We'll be reading out, you know, your reactions as it relates to what is going on here in Bachelor. Jade Francis Moba Momolu has just joined this coverage. We'd like to say thanks to you. And T.Y. Second Truga has also joined us. Darius Roberts has just joined this coverage. Malama Sano has joined. Musa and Kalon has also just joined this coverage. Jackson Doe has just joined. And Marie Yaboya has also joined us. Regina Jasper has joined. Solomon Jacetti has also joined. And we'd like to say thanks to all of you for joining. Kindly share this coverage as you have joined us. So you can see another batch of them. They will be picking up and they will run through this route to show their physical ability. They will run through this route to show how strong they are in terms of standing pressure and tension. They will run through this route to show how flexible their body is. You know, they will run through this route to also tell us, you know, how strong their legs are, because at some point in time in the presence of discharging your duties, you have to stand for hours, you know. It does not matter who you are, whether female or male, regardless of your age. You will have to stand for a certain number of time. And you will not have, or you will not be able to go through those processes if you are not physically fit. If you have some sort of, you know, you have some sort of pain in your knee or some part of your ankle, it may prevent your ability, you know, of standing. It may have some effect, you know, when it comes to standing. So they have to go through all these various processes and to justify that they are physically fit to join the Liberia Immigration Services. We would like to say thanks to you, Miata Jackson. Miata Jackson, we would like to say thanks to you for sharing this coverage. You can also do the same by giving us a share, and we will acknowledge your being here. So well, let's just go to our comment section to read out your comments. I don't know how many comments we have, but you can kindly leave your comment within the comment section over here. So Sheikh Faliku say, a country where there is no jobs opportunities after high school and university, what do you expect from the young people? They have to join any forces. That is Sheikh Faliku. And Jerry M. Brown says, because there is no job, my people. And just seek for Tango say, men will also say, a country where everything is done on the football field. Imagine immigration recruitment on the football field, wedding, football field, graduation, football field, and so forth. And we also have Frank Siawe say that's great. That's a good thing for young people. Thanks to all of you for your comments. But this is how colorful it is here. We see another batch of them taking their position, and they will be giving an order. We see them. See them doing push-ups.
So let's see after what I'm going to go closer. Merci. Merci.
So we're going to give you a close view. So they have just completed their push-up section and they're taking a break to do another obstacle.
So from the push-up, they are now doing the sit-up. And from the sit-up, I want to believe they will do the track and field aspect of it. They're running. So they're about to run.
So they just did a couple of sit-ups, followed a push-up, and they will now be given another obstacle. And we see so they will be running.
Where you are, is that good? To the gate. Excuse me. To the gate. To the gate.
So they will run around the perimeter of the Samuel Kanda Sports Stadium and return to where they pick up from.
Why? I don't know, be ready. Where me put your power out
So you see them?
Money will come like you.
So they now return to the initial pickup point after running around perimeter of the field.
So the rest of the group, they are not fit.
So another obstacle been completed. Push-ups followed by sit-up, and now they have just completed the running session, and the officers are here giving them the instruction and at the same time taking statistics based on performance. This exercise has been conducted by the Liberia Immigration Service at the Samuel Kayando Sports Stadium in Painesville, outside of the nation's capital, Monrovia, Liberia.
So it's very, very interesting.
It's kind of intense. It's a very intense process, and they have to take a water break after running around the perimeter of the field. We see one of them. So she's been paid attention to by the LIS, and you can also see another batch of them coming to take after the previous group. And this group is comprised of male. The initial group was a group of female, and now the male will take their position. The male will take their position to showcase their physical ability.
officers they are putting somewhere outside.
And we see one of them exhibiting some sort of violence after he's been asked to leave the training ground. He's been putting on resistance, and he will now be escorted out of the training ground by officers of the Liberia Immigration Service. So he has been escorted out of the practice ground. I think that concludes his case. So another batch of them. Another batch of them will go through their own part of the training. So this is how crowded the Samuel Kando Sports Stadium is. This is around gate 9 and gate 8, followed by gates 7 and 6. Right now, all of them are kind of busy, which is not going to permit us to talk to them. We would really love to talk to a few of them who have gone through this exercise. We would really love to go to talk to them, to share with us their opinions and their thoughts regarding this exercise. But they're all busy right now, so we cannot talk to them. But if you're just joining us, we are at the Samuel Kando Sports Stadium, where the Liberia Immigration Service is conducting physical training for beginners who have expressed interest in joining the Liberia Immigration Service. And they have been placed in different categories. They have been placed in different departments. From what we have observed since we came on this ground is that the group you see here, they are dominantly young people, all right? That is one of the most interesting things that I can say about this recruitment. They are dominantly young people, and a couple of female, we also see them, but a female has been stationed in different departments, while the male are on the other side. Some of them have expressed some sort of dissatisfaction. You know, we're not talking to them officially, but we hear them throwing jabs that they have not, since this morning, they have not eaten, they're hungry and stuff like that. Some of them saying the process is slow, but I think it's definitely going to take time, because the number we're seeing here is very huge. As expected by the Liberia Immigration Service, they have said that they need around 500 people to join the folks of the Liberia Immigration Service. But it will interest you to know that over 6,000 people have expressed interest. So the process is going to be a little bit slow. But one thing that I see here is a high spirit of patriotism in these young people you see here. High level of being so much nationalistic. We see them, their commitment to provide service to their country, Liberia, their willingness to go through any conditions, to go through the difficulties and the challenges in order to provide service for Liberia. We see the willingness to work on their faces. We see them having commitment, expressing interest. to join the Liberia Immigration Service. This is one thing that has touched me so far since we got on this ground. You know, when somebody wants to do something, they become so patient-minded. They become committed. They become willing to go through whatever it takes. Can you imagine saying this morning? All of them have been here since this morning, and right now it is about 21 minutes after 2. And they are still going through the hot storms, going through the lack of adequate water to drink, but they are still here. You know, that shows high level of patriotism by these young people. And some of them are very young to the extent, some of them are even below 25 years. Some of them are around 20, 22. But this is very, very much interesting. The group you see here is another group that will take their obstacle as per the instruction by officers of the Liberia Immigration Service. They will start with push-ups, as you see. So they have completed the push-up aspect, and another instruction will be given. We see them lie on their back. This is going to be sit-up. Yes, this is going to be sit-up. Kindly share this coverage if you just join us, and please also click on the follow or like button below to support our work. AFRIK Media is an online television and a newspaper that has reporters in several counties, including Nimba, Bong, Lofa, Grangida, and the rest of the counties. So we are fully committed in providing information to our followers. And all you need to do is to support us by clicking the follow or like button below your screen. This obstacle has been completed, and they have been ordered now to stand. And after they have done the sit-up, the next thing will be a track. You will see them running in a moment from now. You will see them running as per the sound of the whistle when the instruction is being given by the trainer. So they will run through the perimeter of the field. They're currently around gate 14, and they will run all the way to gate 15 now. Some of them, while the rest are still dragging, some of them are around gate 16. Let's go to gate 17. Some of them are around gate 17, and they will have to run non-stop until they reach to where they pick up from. You have to show that you have good physical ability. You see, this young man is very far ahead of his colleagues, and he has just landed, and he's been asked to sit down, and the rest of them will come and join him. We see some of them falling to the ground. So this is just what it is here at the Samuel Kanyado Sports Stadium. So they will take a break. They will again take a break. And we see the trainers collecting statistics as per their individual performance. So folks, this is very much interesting. And this is becoming very much interesting. So the female are stationed somewhere else. These are the female. So we'd like to say thanks to all of you. This is what is unfolding here at the Samuel Kanyado Sports Stadium. The Liberia Immigration Services conducting recruitment for the total number of 500, people, but over 500 of them have expressed interest. Over 6,000, according to the boss of the Liberia Immigration Service, Honorable Steve Zago. The folks need about 500 people to join them following the retirement of others who have been in the system for a long time. But over 6,000 of them have expressed interest following the recruitment process. And for what you're seeing here is the physical test. A couple of days ago, they completed the theory of the test, and today they are here to do the practical, which include physical exercise. And we witnessed two batch of them who have completed the process, and we saw them doing 3 different exercises, including push-up, sit-up, and track, the one you call running. So they will run around, they will do the push-ups as per mini, and then they will do the sit-up immediately after the push-up, followed by running around the perimeter of the Samuel Kanyado Sports Stadium, return to the pickup point, and then the trainers will collect statistics based on their performances, and then they will be asked to leave the premises, and then another batch will come in. This is what it is at the Samuel Kanyado Sports Stadium. My name is Enoch Zuo II reporting. I would like to say thanks to all of you for following this live coverage. On this note, we would like to terminate this broadcast, but before we go, we caution you to like this platform. Click on the like or the follow button below. If you can't see the like button, just click anywhere on your screen and you will see follow or like below your screen. Just click on it and support the work we're doing. I'd like to say good morning and good afternoon to all of you following this broadcast as per your location. It's now 2:30 in Monrovia, Liberia, and it's a very beautiful day in Liberia, seeing high level of patriotism in Liberians, on their faces. We'd like to say thanks to all of you.